What if I told you that life isn't as complicated as we make it out to be? You're told that happiness, success, love, and meaning are impossible puzzles, that you need endless books, courses, and secret routines to figure them out. But here's the truth: life is laughably simple. The problem is, we hate simple answers. We'd rather chase shiny tricks and complicated systems than face the truth that's been in front of us all along. Every self help book eventually boils down to something boring: eat less, move more, work consistently, love deeply, and live with intention. But that doesn't sell, does it? So we complicate things. We invent 30-step morning routines and miracle diets. We make life a puzzle just so solving it feels special. But the punchline is, this life was always simple. It's us who keep making it complex. 1. The effort paradox. Here's the first great joke of life: the harder you chase something, the more it slips away. Ever tried to force yourself to fall asleep? The more you toss and turn, the harder it becomes. Or think about happiness. Run after it desperately, and it escapes like smoke in your hands. Love works the same way. Try too hard to make someone love you, and you'll probably push them away. This is what's called the backwards law. The more you crave something, the more it eludes you. It's like trying to float by, thrashing around in the water. You only sink faster. You've seen this in life. Desperate people scare away opportunities. Needy people repel relationships. Stressed people never find peace. And yet, knowing this, we still double down and try harder. So, what's the secret? Effort without obsession, action without desperation. You do the work, but you don't strangle the outcome. Life rewards the relaxed, not the lazy. There's a world of difference between the two. 2. The control paradox. Now, let's talk about control, the illusion almost everyone believes in. We plan our schedules, we try to predict the future, we organize every detail of our lives, and then life laughs in our faces with a curveball we never saw coming. The more you try to control everything, the less control you actually have. Think of control like holding water in your palm. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips away. Ancient Stoics figured this out thousands of years ago. You can only control two things: your actions and your reactions. That's it. Traffic, weather, other people's opinions, the economy, none of these are under your command. But your choices, your mindset, your responses, that's your territory. So instead of acting like the CEO of life, learn to surf the waves. You don't command the ocean, you ride it. 3. Your brain's secret night shift. Here's something wild. You've got a full-time cleaning crew working in your brain every night while you sleep. During deep sleep, your brain flushes itself with cerebral spinal fluid, washing out toxins that build up during the day. It's like a dishwasher scrubbing your mind clean. Scientists found that your brain cells actually shrink at night to make space for this cleaning process. That's why after a good sleep, your thinking feels clear and sharp, but when you miss rest, it's like working in a messy, cluttered office. Everything takes more effort. Your brain is only about 3 pounds, but it eats up 20% of your body's energy every day. It's like a high-powered computer that requires nightly maintenance. Without it, memory, creativity, and focus all suffer. So, the next time you're tempted to sacrifice sleep for productivity, remember, your brain is literally begging for a reset. 4. The happiness trap. We all want happiness, right? But here's the cruel trick. Happiness is the one goal that runs away when you chase it. It's like a cat: ignore it, and it curls up in your lap. Chase it desperately, and it bolts. Think about how many times you've said, "I'll be happy once I get the job, the house, the relationship, the body," and maybe, for a little while, you are. But then, it fades. Neuroscience calls this the hedonic treadmill. Win the lottery, and within 6 months, you're back to your baseline mood. Go through tragedy, and in 6 months, the same baseline again. Happiness isn't a destination. It's a byproduct, something that comes from progress, connection, and giving more than getting. The less you chase it, the more it sneaks up on you like an unexpected gift. 5. Your biased brain. You probably think you see the world clearly, but your brain isn't built for truth, it's built for survival. Instead of showing you reality, it constantly filters, edits, and rewrites. Confirmation bias makes you notice only the evidence that supports your beliefs. The halo effect makes attractive people seem smarter. Loss aversion makes you fear losing money more than you enjoy gaining it. And here's the kicker, you don't even notice these filters at work. You believe you're objective. But really, your brain is photoshopping reality. The uncomfortable truth is this: you judge others by their actions, but yourself by your intentions. You remember your wins and forget your losses. You think you're better than average at almost everything. These aren't flaws, they're hardwired survival tools. But awareness is your superpower. When you pause and ask, which bias is speaking right now? You step closer to reality. 6. The 90-10 emotional rule. Here's something that might shock you. 90% of your decisions aren't logical at all. They're emotional. Your rational mind only pretends to be in charge. But in reality, it's just narrating decisions your emotions have already made. Think about it. You didn't pick your career or partner purely from logic. You felt drawn to them, then built logical reasons afterward to justify it. That gut feeling you get when meeting someone new? It's your emotional brain scanning microsignals faster than your conscious mind ever could. Science shows your emotional brain processes information hundreds of thousands of times faster than your rational brain. By the time you think about something, your emotions have already made the call. But here's the good news. Emotions aren't enemies. They're data. The trick is creating a pause between the feeling and the action. In that pause lies your real power. 7. Memory. Your personal fiction writer. You like to think your memories are reliable, but the truth is far stranger. Your memories aren't video recordings. They're more like editable Wikipedia pages, and the main editor is you. Every time you recall something, you don't just retrieve it, you rewrite it. Your brain fills in gaps with guesses, changes details to match your current beliefs, and sometimes straight up invents things. You aren't remembering the original event, you're remembering the last version of the story you told yourself. Scientists have proven they can plant false memories so convincing that people swear they're true. Childhood events, dramatic moments, even courtroom testimonies, large chunks are often part fiction. But here's the opportunity. If your memories are already malleable, you can reshape your story. Not by lying, but by choosing what to emphasize. You can highlight moments of growth instead of pain, progress instead of failure. Your past is a story, so tell it in a way that empowers you. 8. The 80-20 life principle. Here's the math that explains why your life feels cluttered. 20% of what you do creates 80% of your results. The rest is noise. Think about your relationships. A small handful of people bring you the most joy. In work, a small fraction of your tasks creates almost all your progress. Even in your closet, you wear 20% of your clothes 80% of the time. The brutal truth is that most of what you do doesn't matter. But here's the freedom in that you can cut 80% of your efforts and barely notice the difference. Imagine how much lighter life feels when you double down on the vital few things that actually move the needle. Instead of spreading yourself thin, you focus on the essentials. That's when life stops feeling chaotic and starts feeling intentional. 9. Habit loops. Your autopilot system. Let's talk about habits. People often say they have bad habits. But here's the truth. Your habits aren't broken. They're perfectly functioning loops with lousy rewards.